morning. We are here for some Pilates intervals. I'm going to demonstrate all the exercises for you now really quickly, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to have you start your upper body warm-up. So get into your arm circles, your neck circles, shoulders, scapulas, just starting to maybe some forward folds even. Just start to move while you're watching me, okay? All right, so number one, we're going to be using one weight. I'm using a 5-pound. I'm not going to go any heavier than that today. It's not really necessary, but if you want to try going a little heavier, go for it. Number one, we're going to start with our legs wide. Now the leg movement looks like this. We're going side to side, okay? So we're just going from a side lunge straight through to the other side. And then we're going to add some arms, and this is where the weight comes in. So we're going to touch the weight down. It doesn't have to touch, but the idea is to touch the weight down here and then push it up to the sky. Touch it down and push it up, okay? Now really important here that we're not swinging this weight around. We want to be in control the whole time. Then at the halfway mark, we'll just stop, switch arms, and we'll go with the other side, okay? Notice that my arm is staying relatively straight here with a little tiny micro bend in your elbow, okay? That's number one. Number two, we're going to grab the other weight, bring them to our chest, come into a narrow stance. We're going to go, I'll just show you where I'm at. I'm at a little tiny bounce here in my knees. We're going to go narrow, step, step, kick. Narrow, step, step, kick. Then at the halfway mark, of course, we'll stand, we'll go the other way. Narrow, narrow, step, step, kick out. Narrow, step, step, kick out, okay? I'm on a slight hinge here in my back and my spine. If that's bothering you, you're just gonna stay a little bit more vertical, okay? Number three, we're gonna stand on one leg, bringing our elbows up with the weights. We're gonna do some Arnold presses. So they start together, we open the arms, press them up overhead, bring them back to square, pulling them in. We'll stay on one leg until the halfway mark, and then we'll switch legs. Really important not to let the elbows come down. We're gonna stay really square like a field goal, okay? That's number three. Number four, weights come down. We're going to squat down, walk out to our plank, 6 mountain climbers, but not too fast, okay? So kind of stay in control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Walk your hands back. You have the option to hop or just stand tall, okay? That's number 4. Number 5, we're coming down onto the floor into our ab set. We're imprinted, legs are in tabletop. We're gonna clasp our hands and create a gun shape with your hand like this, so you have your pointy fingers together. They go overhead, we flex up and reach past our hip. Come to the floor, reach past. So we're side to side obliques here, like that. Then for number 6, the hands come behind the head, feet go down. We're gonna come into a bridge. So we push into our bridge. Make sure your abs are on, your glutes are on. So it's not just all glutes. We really wanna make sure that you've got your work on the other side of the body. Up into a bridge, lower the tailbone. Now from here, we're gonna nod the chin, flex up, bringing the legs up, putting them back down. Bridge, lower, flex up, and down, okay? And then for our fine tuning today, we're gonna come all the way through onto our hands and knees. One leg is long. We're gonna do the right side for the first round, left side for the second round, and so on. And we're gonna lift our leg. Just straight up and down. This is where we're gonna get back in touch with our core, catch our breath, and then we'll take our break, take a shell, and go and grab some water between rounds, okay? I'll lead you through it. I know it's a lot. I'm just gonna put some music on for you guys and for me, and we'll get started. All right, so I'm gonna finish us up with a little bit of a warm-up. So let's just come to the end of your mat to finish our warm-up. Nod your chin and roll down. Take a deep breath into your lower back. And let's ragdoll up really slow. Use your abdominals here. Just roll the spine back up to standing. Roll the shoulders at the top. And let's go back down. Little bend in the knees, not the chin. Roll it down. Big breath in. And ragdoll back up. We're going to come into a squat. Arms are reaching. We're holding here. Can you reach your sit bones back behind you more? Reach through the crown of your head and pick up your toes so that you're really sure about where your weight is in the feet. Let's start to swing the arms a little bit. Alternating arm swing. We're still in this squat. We're just warming up the body. You got it. Nice work, you guys. Can you lift your abdominals a little bit more? And let's just, all of us, bring our head back a tiny bit. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand tall. And let's squat back down. Walk your hands out to a plank. Squeeze your glutes. Let's find a perfect plank. Reach through the heels. If you're on your knees, that's fine. Bring the knees down, but do everything else. Reach through the top of your head. Press your fingertips into the floor. Lift your abdominals. Holding here. Letting the body get warmed up. You should feel a line of tension from your heels all the way up the back of your body through the top of your head. Awesome work, you guys. Bend your knees. Walk your hands back to your feet. And let's ragdoll all the way up. And one more time. Squat down, hands to the floor. We're walking it out. We're going to hold here in our plank. And just to add a little challenge, let's pick up alternating legs. Just lift your toes off the floor. Great, and from here, let's bend the knees. Send yourself into a downward dog. Just adjust your feet as you need to. And let's pedal out the heels. Let's release some neck tension. Four more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees. Walk your hands back to your feet. Take your time. Forward fold. And ragdoll up. All right, I think we're got a little blood flow there. Let's grab that one weight. I'm going to set our timer. I guess. All right, you guys. So grabbing one weight, let's put it in the right hand. All right, coming to a wide stance with your legs. You're coming over into a side lunge. Tap the weight down to the floor. Then go into the other side lunge. Reach it to the ceiling. And we go between those two positions. Take your time. Don't feel rushed here. Really important to keep your abdominals on here to support your back. I'm just going to show you from the side what's going on. We're here. I'm in a slight hinge with my spine. Actually, quite a hinge. Okay, that's what it looks like. At the halfway mark, we will switch the weight. Let's do that now. So stand up tall and then get started the other way. And just be sure you're protecting your elbow and that you're really controlling the weight through the air. Lift your chest. Awesome work. Grab your other weight. Come to a narrow stance. Weights are at our chest. We come into that little bouncy knees. Bounce. Step out, kick out. Narrow. Little step, kick out. So that other leg that's not moving much is bouncing a lot. And again from the side. So I'm going to get back into that slight hinge. And let's go the other way. All right, other side. Narrow, step, step, kick out. Recruit your abdominals just a little bit more to support your back. And come a little more vertical. That's the last one. Standing tall on your left leg, bring your right leg up. Woo, okay. Elbows are wide. We open, press, back to square, pull the elbows to each other. Squeeze it open with the back of the shoulder, press up, back to square, and down. Now if this isn't working on one leg, then just put the toes of the other leg down. Squeeze the glute of your standing leg. Nice work, you guys. We're almost there on this side. Think about your shoulder blades. Let's switch legs and go right back up. Nice and square, elbows together. Open, press, down, and in. Let's squeeze this glute that we're standing on. Can you recruit your abs a little more on the front side and really stabilize? I am not feeling super stable this morning. A little bit wobbly. Nice work, you guys. Looking good. Awesome. Okay, weights come down to the floor. Come to the end of your mat, squat down. Walk out to your plank. And we're going to do mountain climbers for 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands back to your feet. Hop or stand tall. And squat down, walk it back out 6 times. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it back. Hop or stand tall. If these mountain climbers are not working for you, you can put your knees down and do shoulder taps instead. I'll just show that next. So you could come out to your plank, lower your knees, do 6 shoulder taps, and then walk back to your feet. Awesome. Onto our back. Bring the legs to tabletop, imprint your lower back. Hands clasped together, pointing your fingers. Flex up, reach past the legs, back to the floor, and reach. So really reaching past our fingertips here. Keeping your chin slightly tucked. And your lower back is connected with the floor. Let's keep those legs nice and square. Don't let the knees come too close to your chest. We're halfway there. Coming up next, we have that bridge and crunch combination. Think about your underarm muscles, helping your arms reach past the hip. Awesome work, you guys. Plant your feet, hands go behind the head. Let's come up into our bridge. Engage your abdominals. Bridge, lower. Now flex up. Bring the legs up. Put them back down. Bridge and up. Let's try to visualize we're holding a block between the knees here. Thinking about our inner thighs. Keeping your elbows nice and wide. into that flexion, I'm sort of somewhere between neutral and imprint. If you're imprinted, that's totally fine. We're halfway there. Doesn't matter how many we do. Just really focus on your form. Can you drop your belly button down a little bit more, especially in the bridges? Each move is really specific. Turn to your side, come all the way through to your hands and knees, send your right leg out, square off. Lift your abdominals as you lift and lower the right leg. Try to turn your toe in a little bit pigeon-toed, keeping the leg really parallel. So everything is square here. Let's reach the neck long. We're just sticking around here with the right leg. If you're feeling your lower back moving around, you're coming a little too high. And let that go. Take a shell stretch. Couple deep breaths. And then grabbing your water. First round is out of the way. Feels a little chaotic every single time, but this next round is going to feel smoother. Modification for number one, if you really hate having that weight swinging around, just go without weights. Okay, if it's bothering your back at all to have the weight in your hand, just go without. All right, let's grab one weight into the right hand, wide stance, draw it in through your abdominals, and then over we go. Reach and touch. Little bend in the elbow. Be in control of this weight as it moves around in space. Can you think about your legs a little more? All this movement, sometimes it's easy to just omit thinking about a certain part. Let's switch sides. Sometimes I just forget about my legs altogether so I can concentrate on the arms. So just checking in with all the parts of you. Can you recruit more abdominals? Reach your spine longer. Less than 15 seconds here. Big exhale as that weight goes up into the air. Nice work. Grab the other weight into our little steps. Come down into your strong stance, little narrow step, step, kick it out. Narrow, step, step, press. Nice job, you guys. Can you recruit more abs here? Feel that internal seatbelt wrap around you as you breathe out. Other side. I'm staying a little taller here. I'm feeling my lower back a little bit today. Anytime that we're hinged over a little bit, we have to just be so careful to protect our back. Awesome work, you guys. Come up onto the left leg. Bring the right leg up. Arms come up. We open, press, down, and in. Keeping the shoulders out of the ears. Push down through the floor with your standing leg. And really control your arms like you're moving them through water. Nice work. Squeeze them in. Push them out. Press them. And let's switch legs. All right, carry on. Starting to feel warm in the shoulder blade area, hopefully. And if you're not, you're moving too fast. Slow it down. Squeeze the glute of the right leg. Really squeeze it. Nice work. Great balance, you guys. Awesome. Putting those weights down. We're into our mountain climbers or shoulder taps if you're taking the modification. Walk out to your plank 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Walk it back. Hop or stand tall. Keep your head reaching. We're already halfway there. Try to keep the weight over the hands. Lifting the abdominals. Okay, coming down to the floor. Find your imprint. Legs up to tabletop. Hands clasp and go overhead. Flex and reach over to one side. Big exhales. The lower body pretty much stays the exact same shape. Nice and heavy through your tailbone. And let's drop the belly button down into the spine just a little. Create that line of tension through the arms as you flex up. Like you're trying to push your hands farther. Chin stays tucked the whole time, very gently tucked. Awesome work. Hands behind the head. Plant your feet. Neutral pelvis and then press up. Bridge. Lower down. Flex up. Bring the knees in. And down. Bridge. And flex up. Whenever you take that bridge, picture that you're holding a block between the knees. And think about those inner thighs. A connection between the two legs. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, flex up. Inhale, lower. There's work bringing those legs up, and there's work putting them down as well. So just don't let them drop down. Just place them down. Wide elbows. Awesome job, you guys. Turn to your side all the way through. Now we've got the left leg reaching out, squared off, square hips, square shoulders, lift and lower. You could do this on your forearms. If your wrists are bothering you, just keep the leg nice and parallel. And keep your core on here. I can feel that my head wants to drop because I'm tired, but try to keep your neck in line with your spine. Exhale as you lift. Awesome work, you guys. Take your shell stretch. Catching our breath, and then grabbing your sip of water. Halfway there. All right. Try to stay moving, walking around, swinging your arms. Just thinking about the exercises. Let's grab that weight. We're into it in 5 seconds. Wide stance. Draw in through your abdominals. Really find your core first here. Then you go into your hinge. So keep that core with you the whole time. And be sure to be breathing here. And let's lift the chest a little bit, keeping it nice, your spine nice and long. It's going to want to curl down. Try to stay lifted. Let's switch hands, other way. More abdominals. Less than 20 seconds here. Just really focus on staying connected in the center of all this movement. Nice job, you guys. We're grabbing the other weight, coming to the chest for our little steps. Narrow, step, step, kick it out. Narrow, step, step, kick. Other side, stand tall, find your core again. Come into that slight hinge. Narrow, step, step, kick it out. Really specific with each move. Less than 15 seconds here. Awesome job. Stand tall. Reconnect with your center, and we're coming up to our balance. Arms. When you find the glute of your standing leg, things will start to get a little more stable. Keeping the arms really square. And let's think about our shoulder blades. Pull it back. And pull them apart. Pull them back. And let's switch legs. Press into the floor. Here we go. And just touch base with your breathing. Can you bring your abs in more? And get taller here. We're almost there. Nice work, you guys. Putting those down. Let's come into our squat, out to your plank, and then your mountain climbers for 6. Walk it back, hop or stand. Keep your core with you the whole time here. Halfway there. Take your time with your mountain climbers. We're not in a rush. Keep your neck reaching. So good, you guys. Onto your back. All the way through. Take a second to readjust. Legs come up, hands clasp. Take a breath, exhale, flex up and reach. As your arms go overhead, be mindful that your rib cage doesn't pop forward. Stay connected in that upper abdominal area. And control your motions more. We're already halfway. Check your position of your neck. Is your chin still gently tucked? If you look at the ceiling, your neck is going to strain. Keep your eyes following your hands. Great job. Feet come down. Readjust, hands behind the head, elbows wide. Bridge. Drop the belly button down. Lower. Flex up and back. Inner thighs. Keep that idea of the block. Elbows stay wide. Can you be heavier through the tailbone when you place it down? Really plant it down and then flex up. Awesome. To your side, all the way through, we're back to the right leg. Reach that right leg out, lift and lower. While you're here, just really adjust your posture, reaching through the crown of the head, square the hips off. Keep it in the hip and out of the lower back. And can you bring more abdominal connection by drawing your belly button upwards? Kneecap faces down. Let that go. Take your shell stretch. And grab your water. One more set to go. All right, last round. Keep moving, rolling the shoulders. 10 seconds. All right, we've got this. Let's grab your weight. Really find your abdominals first here. Draw in, and then when you're ready, wide stance, go into your side lunging. And just keep that exact same amount of connection with your abdominals throughout. The spine is long. Check on your breathing. And switching hands. Set it back up. Here we go. We're not swinging. We're just placing the weight down and placing it back up. 15 seconds here. More abdominals, you guys. Draw up, up, up. Awesome. Grabbing your other weight. Stand tall. Put the weights together at your chest. Narrow legs, and we come into our little bounce. Narrow. Step, step, kick it out. The leg that's not kicking should be nice and warm by now. And again, we're recruiting more abs than you think. Keep drawing upward. And let's switch sides. It's always just in the nick of time when that switch happens. Keep your chest lifted. There we go, you guys. Come to standing. Shake that off for a second. Left leg to balance. Arms are up, elbows together. Open them. Press up, down, and in. It's a lot harder for me to hold this balance on this fourth round. Squeeze the glute more. Collect those abdominals, bring them a little closer. Be really mindful of your arm movement here, really precise. Can you squeeze your shoulder blades back? Squeeze, press, back, pull in like you're pulling against water. Let's switch legs. Stay square. Find the glute of your standing leg. You guys look awesome. Keep it up. We're almost there. Squeeze it back. Shoulder blades should be nice and warm. Great job, you guys. Weights come down. We're into those inchworms. Last round of these. Squat down. Walk it out to your plank. Perfect plank before you start. Squeeze the glutes. Lift the core. Reach the head. Then mountain climb for 6. And walk it back. Hop or stand. Keep breathing. We're halfway there. My arms are feeling tired. Keep pushing through. Awesome work, you guys. Onto your back. Find your imprint. Clasp your hands and flex up to reach. Over each hip. Be careful of that rib cage movement with the arms going overhead. Stay solid in the rib cage. Exhale as you flex. Halfway there. We're so close to being done here, you guys. Keep up with your form. Stay focused. Okay, we're into our bridge. Hands behind the head, wide elbows. And we're going to press up, find your abdominals in this first bridge. Then carry on. We don't want to bridge too high. Then we go into our lower back. Inner thighs. Halfway there. Keep breathing. All right, turn to your side. We just have that left leg to do. Send your left leg out long, square off, lift your abdominals, reach your spine. The head wants to fall down. Let's keep shining the back of the neck up to the ceiling. More abdominals. Awesome. All right, you guys, take your shell, take your thighs wide. I'm going to just take us through a little stretch and cool down here. So wide thighs, let your tummy and chest come down between the legs, rest your head. And just breathe deeply into your lower back, into your pelvis. Inhale, taking all that air in. Exhale, soften. Let the tailbone drop towards the heels. And then coming back out to our all fours position, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Let's roll through some cat stretch, cat-cow. Free form at your own pace. Just massaging the spine, tuck the tail, roll up through the spine, push the floor away. Nice big round spine. And then unravel your spine really carefully with control, finding a little bit of extension in the upper back. And then tuck the tail and roll through. And into that last extension. And then let's roll up into your last cat here. Push the floor away. While we hold our cat stretch, sway the weight side to side, like you're doing little side bends. You'll just feel the weight shift through the hands from side to side. Core is still lifting here. come down to your tummy, all the way down. Let's reach around with your left hand and grab your left ankle. Your right hand can rest under your head. And we're just gonna stretch our quad, hip flexor. Try to think about being heavy in the front of the hip, like it's dropping down into the floor. We're also squeezing the shoulder blade here as we reach around. And just breathe into any tension you feel on the in the quad or on the front side of the hip. And try to soften that with every exhale. Awesome. Gently release that, and let's switch, reaching around with the right arm. Squeeze that right shoulder blade back, opening the chest. And then once you've got your quad stretching, start to breathe into the tension that you feel in that area in the front of the hip, and allow the front of the hip to get heavier. And one more big deep breath there. Squeeze that shoulder blade back one more time and then release gently. And let's come all the way up and through. If you have a cushion that you want to sit on, go ahead and grab that. I'm just going to grab my little bolster here. And just take a seat. Let your legs come out wide. They don't have to be crazy wide. They can just be, normal. And let's first get really, really tall. Reach through the crown of your head. Make your spine longer. And then let's nod the chin and roll down. Use your abdominals here to walk out into your forward fold. Once you get out there, you're going to take your toes and point them up to the ceiling. We want to stay lifted here rather than collapsing down forward. We want to keep the abs on a little bit and just feel rounded in the spine. Anchor your sit bones into the cushion below you. And can you push your hands into the floor, creating almost like an angry cat in this position, a rounded spine. And let's walk our hands off to the left, staying in our forward fold, but just adjusting over to the left. And just breathing into the back of the legs here, into the lower back. Walk your hands through. Let's go to the right side. And release the legs. The legs are going to be feeling tense. Try to get the tension out of the legs. Come back to center and drag your fingertips to your thighs, ending back up in our really tall spine. Let's open the arms, cross them up into your eagle arms, wrapping them up. Pull the shoulder blades apart, and then move your elbows up and down. Can you stay tall here? And then let's open the arms, wrap them back up the other way. And then the elbows move up and down. It's really small. Keep reaching your spine really tall. And release that. Let's open the arms, turn your palms out, and squeeze the shoulder blades. You might get some serious tension through the wrists and forearms. And releasing that, let's just roll our shoulders. You guys are all finished for this morning. Thank you so much, you guys. Have an awesome rest of your week, and maybe I'll see you guys next week, okay? Bye!